Our hymn of the day is Wer nur den lieben Gott lässt walten, who only lets dear God prevail, translated as If you but trust in God to guide you. Text and music were composed by Georg Neumann, who was born in 1621 in Langensalza, Germany. Unfortunately, right in the midst of the 30 Years' War, the longest and most destructive conflict in European history until modern days. Commerce, industry were destroyed, fields were wasted, all intellectual and moral life stagnated. A war with one of the worst famines, plagues, and medical catastrophes in European history. He was educated at the gymnasiums in Schleusingen and Gotha. He fled the war's devastation in the autumn of 1641. He was headed to Königsberg to go to the university, but along the way he was attacked by bandits and beaten up and left destitute. He staggered back home, destitute and broke, having no means to pay for his education. For 2 years he had no luck seeking employment. Enduring his brokenness and poverty, he couch-surfed with friends when his fortunes changed while staying in Kiel. On the recommendation of his friend, Pastor Nicholas Becker, he was given a position as a family tutor. In appreciation for his changed fortune, he wrote our hymn, Wer nur den lieben Gott lässt walten. He saved his shekels from his tutoring and finally made it to the University of Königsberg in 1643, where he enrolled as a law student, continuing to earn money as a family tutor. In 1651, Duke Wilhelm II of Saxe-Weimar noticed him and appointed him court poet, librarian, and registrar of the administration, and eventually promoted him to secretary of the ducal archives. 2 years later, he was admitted to the prestigious Fruit-Bearing Society, the premier 17th century German literary organization, and in 1656 he became the organization's secretary.
Poor George.
Poor George indeed. It wasn't long before he once again lost all of his belongings, this time in a fire. Despite all his woes, George wrote 34 hymns expressing his complete trust in God. He died at age 60 in 1681. Our hymn was featured in one of my favorite movies, the 1987 Academy Award-winning Babette's Feast.
Gud velsigne dig, lille Solvej.
Gud velsigne også dig, lille Anna.
Gud velsigne dig, Christoffer.
Broder.
Our English version is by the eminent translator Catherine Winkworth. She translated most of our German hymns. She sought to explore the hymn text from the birthplace of congregational hymnody, namely the chorales of Reformation Germany, reflecting her Lutheran upbringing. She translated nearly 400 texts by some 170 authors. Around 1854, she published her first book, Lyra Germanica, Hymns for the Sundays and Chief Festivals of the Christian Year, followed by Lyra Germanica, second series, The Christian Life. In this volume, we find If Thou But Suffer God to Guide Thee. In 1863, she published the famous Chorale Book for England, containing about 200 of her translations set to music, including our hymn. She also published Christian Singers of Germany and Songs for the Household. Deeply involved in promoting and supporting women's education, renowned church historian Martin Marty characterizes Winkworth as a sort of proto-feminist. We commemorate her in our calendar of saints on the 1st of July.